Good morning, boys. Today we are going to solve equations that contain brackets in it. Now, this is solved just like we did when we solved during the last lesson when we solved two operation equations, okay? But it has an extra step. It has the brackets. So we need to expand the brackets first, okay? Now we did when we were doing algebraic expressions, we did we did a lesson on expanding brackets. So first of all, we need to use what we learned during that lesson to expand brackets first. In such equations, boys, we need to expand brackets first. By expanding brackets, what do we mean? We multiply every term inside the bracket by the number, usually it is a number, by the number outside the brackets. For equations, we are going to deal with numbers outside the bracket, so it was going to be a number. So we multiply every term inside the bracket by the term outside the bracket. Then we continue solving the equation with two operations just like we did during the last lesson. Mela, for example, the first one, 3 into x plus 2 is equal to 12. So we need to expand 3 into x plus 2 first, okay? Remember what we used to do? We used to look inside the bracket, boys. And inside the bracket we have x plus 2. So we're going to draw a rectangle, okay? We're going to expand brackets using area, all right? Remember it? And we're going to draw a rectangle. Split it into y because we have two terms inside the bracket. We have the x, all right, and the plus 2, okay? And we're going to multiply those two by the term outside. So I'm going to put the term outside the bracket as a width, all right, of the rectangle. Now, I'm going to multiply because I'm going to find the area. Length times width, length times breadth. 3 times x to find the area of the first part of the rectangle is 3x. 3 times plus 2 is plus 6, all right? So 3 into x plus 2 is equal to 3x plus 6, all right? That is the first part of the equation expanded. So let's write it down now. So 3, I'm going to write down, instead of 3 into x plus 2, I'm going to write 3x plus 6 is equal to 12, okay? Now, as we said yesterday, we're going to move in reverse, all right? We're going to start from the... we're going to move in reverse. Okay, so we're going to remove that plus 6 by first by subtracting 6 from each side, all right? We end up with 3x plus 6 minus 6 is 3x, okay? Is equal to 12 minus 6 is 6. Now, what we do on the left hand side must be done on the right hand side as well. Do not forget that 3 times 3x means 3x means 3 times x is equal to 6. Now I need to remove that times 3 to end up with x on its own, the unknown on its own. The opposite of times 3 is division by 3. So division by 3 on both sides. I can cancel the left with the right. I can cancel the 3 with the 3. 3 into 3 goes 1. I can cancel the 3 with the 6. 3 into 6 goes 2. Okay. Now, what I remain with is 1 times x all over 1 is equal to 2 all over 1. Now 1 times x is x. X all over 1, we remain with x. 2 division by 1 and a number division by 1 is that same number, okay? Now, for checking, boys, we need to check. All right, let's check. And by checking, we can use the bracket as well. So let's check. I'm going to use the bracket. So I'm going to substitute x by 2. Instead of x, I'm going to write 2. So I have 3 brackets. X, instead of x, I'm going to write 2 plus 2 is equal to 12. That was the equation, okay? First, I need to work out what is in the brackets. Remember the BIDMAS rule, okay? 2 plus 2 is 4. The brackets in itself mean multiplication, so 3 times 4. 3 times 4 is 12, boys. Okay, on the right hand side of the equation, I always had 12. So since the left is equal to the right, I can put down an equal sign, okay? And since the left is equal to the right, my equation, my answer is correct. The second one. 4 into a plus 5, I'm going to solve this, is equal to 24. First, we need to expand 4 into a plus 5 first. So again, since in the brackets there are 2 terms, I need to split the rectangle into 2 parts. The first part is for a, the second part is for the plus 5. I need to multiply all the terms inside the bracket by the term outside. So the width, the breadth is 4. And I'm going to work that out. To multiply the length with the width. 4 times a, the first part is 4a. 4 times plus 5 is plus 20. Okay? So I'm going to write it like this. My equation is like this now. 4a plus 20 is equal to 24. I'm going to move in reverse as we said, okay? I'm going to move in reverse and I'm going to remove that plus 20 over there. To remove that plus 20, I need to subtract 20 from both sides, okay? Now, my equation becomes 4a plus 20 minus 20, it's 4a. Equals 24 minus 20 is 4. Between the 4 and the a, there's an invisible times. That means 4 times a is equal to 4. To remove that times 4, I need to divide both sides by 4. I can cancel the left with the left, the right with the right. So I can cancel the 4 with the 4. 4 into 4 goes 1. I can cancel the 4 with the 4. 4 into 4 goes 1. So my equation becomes 1 times a all over 1 is equal to 1 on 1. That means that 1 times a all over 1 times a is a. Division by 1, it's still an a. 1 division by 1 on the right hand side is 1. Okay, so that is my answer. Now for checking, boys. Let's check. And the equation was 4 into a plus 5 is equal to 24. 4 into a plus 5 is equal to 24. I'm going to substitute to check. I'm going to substitute a by 1 in the equation. So instead of a, I'm going to write a 1 plus 5. I'm going to work what is in the brackets first. Remember by BIDMAS, 1 plus 5 is 6. The brackets in maths mean multiplication, so that means 4 times 6, and 4 times 6 it's 24. On the right hand side there was always a 24, remember? So since the left hand side is equal to the right hand side, I can put down an equal sign. And that means also that my answer is correct. Okay, so that is the second example. Let's work the third example. The third example is 2 into 2b plus 4 is equal to 16. So I need to expand the 2 into 2b plus 4. Inside the bracket I have two terms, so that's why I split the rectangle into two. In the first part of the rectangle there is a 2b. In the second part of the rectangle there is a plus 4. I'm going to multiply all the terms inside the bracket by the term outside, which is a 2. So let's start. 2 times 2b, boys, let's write it down so that you won't get confused. 2 times 2 times b, that means, alright, 2 times 2 it's 4, 4 times b. So my answer, 2 times 2b, is 4b, boys, okay? And 2 times plus 4 in the second part, it's plus 8. So my equation is 4b plus 8 is equal to 16, okay? Remember that we need to move in reverse when we have two operations. The two operations are, there is a times multiplication between the 4 and the b, that means 4 times b, and there is a plus between the 4b and the 8, there is a plus, so there are those are the two operations. So if I move in reverse, I need to remove that plus 8 by subtracting 8 from both sides. That becomes 4b plus 8 minus 8, it becomes 4b. 16 minus 8, it's 8. Now 4b means 4 times b is equal to 8. Now to remove that times 4, we need to divide both sides by 4. We need to do the opposite, so we divide both sides by 4. Division by 4 on the left, division by 4 on the right. We can cancel on the left, we can cancel numerator with denominator. 4 into 4 goes 1. Numerator with denominator on the right as well. 4 into 4 goes 1. 4 into 8 goes 2. So I remain with 1 times b all over 1 is equal to 2 all over 1. That means 1 times b is b. b all over 1 means b. 2 division by 1 is 2. So that is my answer. But I need to check my answer. Check. Now, the equation was 2 into 2b plus 4 equals 16. So 2 into 2b plus 4 is equal to 16. What I'm going to do when I check, I'm going to multiply, right? I'm going to substitute, b by 2 in the equation. So 2 into, now between the 2 and the b there is a multiplication which is not visible, but it's there. So that means that b is 2. 2 times 2 plus 4. Now we're going to work the brackets first. But from the bracket, I need to work the multiplication first, because inside the brackets, I also have a mixture of operations. 2 into, so boys, 2 into 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 4, okay? 2 times 2 is 4. So, 4 plus 4, I'm going to work the brackets first now, okay? As we said, 4 plus 4 is 8. That means 2, the brackets means multiplication, 2 times 8. And 2 times 8 is 16. On the right hand side there was always a 16. So since the left is equal to the right, I can put down an equal sign. And so that means that my answer is correct. Okay, that is all for today. Now boys, watch the video more times if need be. Okay, then download the homework and upload it again on Clicks. Okay, goodbye boys and take care.